That's a little bitty guy there. There's a gar. It's kind of small. And he sunk. And there's another one out there. And he sunk. There's a gar right there. That's pretty small. I don't even think that one's gonna be 21. I'm gonna pass on the early ones. I might take a stab at something like that later. There's a gar right there. It's kind of small. That's a spotted, definitely a spotted. He's probably about 20 inches. Ooh, there's a good one right there. Ah, missed him. That was probably approaching 3 feet. There's a little... That's a little spotted. That thing's probably only about 19 inches or so. There's one right there. It's a little alligator gar. Another, probably about 2 feet or less. There's one right there. I'm gonna take a stab at this one. That's a little spotted. He was kind of small too. I don't think he would have even made 21 or 22. A lot of little ones. There's one right there. Got him. Uh-oh. That's definitely a spotted. Let's see. What are the odds I can get this in my... They are hard to hold on to. Like trying to hold on to an eel. Let's see what kind of luck I have here. Definitely a spotted. he's in there. We'll measure him later. I think he's about 21, 22. There's one right there. Ah! It's a glancing blow. One right there. Got him. That's a spotted. Got him in the beak. That's a little better. Actually, I might have got him in the brain. That one's actually a pretty good spotted. I don't see him much bigger than this. And again, we'll measure him at the end. And that's number 2. There we go. Oh yeah. That one I'll get some meat off of. There's one right there. Oh. Didn't get a good hit on him. That was a nice one for a spotted gar. There's one right there. Got him. That is a little alligator gar. That's okay. I've got 2 spots. We're getting to the end anyway. So I'll have to be careful from here on out. That's a little alligator gar. All right, third gar. 2 spotteds and 1 alligator. So from now on, I've got to really pay attention. I got to see the spots before I do the whack. there's one. That's a spotted. Got him. I could tell that was a spotted. Yeah, you can see the spots on his head. That's a nice spotted. Hopefully the spots show up. If not, I'll take a picture in the daytime. That's a nice spotted gar there. That's number 4. Wow. I'm actually on my way back, because I figured 3's enough, but I saw this one. I was like, no, I need to get that one. Okay, so the alligator gar is 23. One of the spots is 22. The smaller spot is 20. And then the bigger spot is 25. So I got 25, 20, 22, and 23. Not a bad night. Alright, so this one's an alligator gar. And you can see the 2 rows of canines on the roof of the mouth. That inside row right here, and then the outside. On a spotted, you do not have that inside row. At least not of canines. You have an inside row of smaller teeth, but not canines. That's pretty good size spotted there. And of course you can also tell by looking at the head. These 3 have spots on their head. This one doesn't.